welcome to the 5-minute website setup. What this video is showing you how is you can set up in 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, a pretty cool website, your own pretty cool website using WebCreator's system package. So the first thing you want to do is log in to the admin page of your website. You'll have received a couple of emails from us. The first one will have given you a username and password, and the second one will have given you a link to your website and your admin page. That will be the second link. So click on that one and you'll be brought to a landing page that looks broadly similar to this. Now I say broadly similar because your bit here is likely to look different to this demo. You've probably got some extra graphics and possibly buttons here, and you may even have separate links down the left hand side. But don't worry about those. The key thing to look at is that you've got a button marked Appearance here. Now at the top left hand side you'll have the name of your website. Mine is just a made up coffee site called, or coffee shop called Arabica Coffee, but yours will have your name there. So come down to Appearance and either click or hover over that and a pop-up will come out the side and you want to click on Customize. What that will then do is take us through to the Customize Editor system for this template here. Now it'll initially launch with a very dull layout, and that's no good for us because we want to see if we're making changes to our website what it's going to look like live in front of us. So the first thing to do is to look on this left hand side of the page here, and as I said there'll be the name of your website up here where mine says Arabica Coffee, but if you look down here and look down the little pop-outs, these are all pop-outs where there's an arrow, the third one down will be called Static Front Page. So click on that and a page like this will open. The moment your latest posts will be highlighted, you want to change that to a static page and then make sure underneath where it says front page that is set to sample page. It might well be set to select like that. So that's no good to you. Set it to a sample page and what will happen is this nice template will open up in front of you. If you want to have a look at that, click on Save and Publish. It's always worth doing that because though you don't have to as you go along, in case you have a break in the internet or something, you'll make sure that your work's been saved. So click X to come out of it. It will bring you back to the dashboard page here. And what you will find is if you go up to your website name at the top left hand side and hover over that, a drop down will come out which says Visit Site. So click on that and here is our template opening in front of you, and that just shows you very straightforwardly how you can change it. It's just got a couple of made up pictures and things here in its layout, but we'll change those now. So if we come to the top of the screen here again, rather than us going back through dashboard, which we can if you wish by hovering over the name of the website, again dashboard will this time appear, but if you go along to customize, that's just a shortcut. Click on there and it takes us straight back to where we were. Okay, so let's get underway. Step one then is just to work through these different pop-outs and put our own information in them to populate your own website. So the first one to look at is site identity. Now site identity is basically the name and tagline at the top here. So if we click on that, what you find is Arabica Coffee. Well, that's fine, the name of your website there. Just another our local website, we want to change that. So let's change that to Great Coffee in Lovely Surroundings. Save and publish that, and you'll see as we actually make the changes they'll appear here. Header image. Now we're not going to do that in this video, but what a header image enables you to do is underneath where it says Great Coffee and Lovely Surroundings here, if you were to add a new image, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment, then you would upload something like, I don't know, a logo of your business for instance, that will then appear underneath there at the top of your website. So we're not doing that on this one. However, static front page we've already been in. Color scheme, click on that arrow, pretty straightforward. What it's showing you is it's all nicely coordinated, so this area that is blue at the moment, so blue text, blue header, blue buttons, etc. If you change that then to red, it will change all of them accordingly. And what we'll have, I think, for our coffee site is sort of a brown hue, and we'll save that accordingly. So that's how to change colour scheme. Tap to call button. I'm going to come back to that because that's a pretty cool feature, but it's actually linked in with header contact, which is 2 further on. Again, I'll come back to social icons as well. So let's go into header contact. Now, when we click on that, that just replaces the area up here with whatever we want it to say. So there's just some made up phone number here. So all we would do is put callers on whatever number you want to put. Let's put 637 914. Now what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video is actually going to highlight and copy that phone number, and you'll see why in a moment, because I'll go back then, see it's appeared here, and I'm going to go back to the tap to call button as I said. Now what a tap to call button basically does is it replaces this area up here with a button that when someone views your website in a mobile, they'll be able to call you directly from their phone. So the way it works is, click on here, click the little box that says display tap to call button, and then what do you want the button to say? So let's say call us, and what phone number do we want to ring? There we go, save and publish. Now what you'll have noticed is if we have a proper look at the website, it doesn't look any different. There is no call button, and that's because we're viewing it on a desktop currently. Now the important thing to bear in mind is that all WebCreator's websites are fully responsive. What that means is they change their shape to fit the device that they're being viewed on. So if I click at the edge here and show you, you can imagine this would be a tablet, for instance, and then as we shrunk it more, it will become like a mobile, and there it is, bingo, the call us button appears and has replaced the text here. So what that means is when someone views this website or your website on a mobile, looks pretty funky or nicely set up, they click on call us there and it will ring you automatically from their phone. So quite a cool feature. Okay, going back to here again, back up to customize again then, bring us back into here, tap to call we've done, social icons. Now what they enable you to do, and I'm not again going to do that in this video, but if you have your own Facebook page, Twitter page, Google+, whatever it would be, you can put the addresses here and it will automatically then the website will insert a Facebook image for the customer to click on to take you directly to your page. So again, a nice little feature. Moving down, home header contact we've done. Okay, getting into the main crux of the website here then is the home slider. Now the home slider is like a little slideshow, that's why it's called slideshow, which just, as you see in front of us here, is clicking through some pictures and a bit of text at the bottom here. What we're going to do now is show you how to change that, which is very straightforward. So click on home slider. What you need to do first of all is have some images ready that you want to replace these big images with. Now for my coffee shop I've got a few images ready. So if I go to select image, what you'll then find is your image library opens up here. We haven't uploaded any image for this section yet, so it will be blank. So we want to go into upload files here, as you can see, and then what I will do is take one of the images off my desktop. Now if I shrink the screen a little again, you'll see here on the left hand side I've just prepared a few images, and I can do those by clicking and dragging. Do that onto here, and here are our images. Just drag them in place. So let's use that first one. Choose image, and what you'll see is it appears here. What we then need to do is put some text. Oh, there you go, it's appeared nicely on the screen. So let's say great cakes, and we'll put baked, but freshly every day. And that's our first one. So you can see great cakes baked freshly every day. Now you'll see there's also a link here, start building your website now. That link is if we wanted to put a connection to another page, for instance, that the customer could then click on. So we would put, let's say, more information. Now, as far as this video is concerned, we're not actually going to do much with that. All we would do is put another website address in here, but we'll cover that for you on a different video, just to show you how it works briefly for here. So let's save, and let's go down, and let's populate the rest. So that was the first image there. It's a bit bigger than the others, so make sure the others match. So we'll then change them as we go along. So slide the 2 title. What are our other images we've got? We've got coffee and we've got a sandwich. So let's put lovely sandwiches, freshly made every day again. We won't bother with any link at the bottom there. we'll just upload here, take the sandwich picture, choose, enter that, and it appears here to show you the system has entered it. We'll go down to the third one. I only intend to do 3, and that was a coffee image. So we've put all with fresh beans. We'll put beans especially sourced for us. Take that image. There we go. That appears nicely. If we save and publish, we can then come out of here, we can have a look, and we'll see that the website opens nicely with these images, and it will automatically scroll through our pictures here on the website for people to drool, hopefully, over. Okay, so let's go back to customize. Point to make is that, as you've probably seen, I uploaded slightly bigger pictures than were there already. The website will automatically adjust for whatever size images you put in. The only thing I'd say is it's probably sensible to make the images that you upload all roughly the same size so the screen isn't flicking around when it changes between one to another. Okay, so home featured settings. If we click on that, then we can actually show or hide that bit down there by clicking on here. So as you see, that's hidden that section if we wanted to. And come back, which we will do just for the sake of this video, but we'll then come to how we would have edited it here. Come back, unlock it, and you'll see they appear. So these are these sections here, the home features. That just enables you to give a bit more information about your business if you wanted to, or hide it as you saw just on here. So let's have a quick go at those. Home featured 1 is this one here. So if we put, we're sticking with a theme here, it's not very original, lovely cappuccino, and then we put, yeah, you got it, freshly made, well, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? So freshly made for you. Select an image. This time we need to upload them. So come back to here, and we have our images here. Cappuccino. Let's select that. There we go. Lovely cappuccino made fresh for you. Save that one. Come back to home featured 2, which is this one. So we'll change that to our tea. We do tea 2. Also freshly made for you. Insert the image, upload the file, click and drag. There we go. Choose that image. That appears there nicely. And finally, last but not least, is home featured 3. Well, we've got a picture of a member of staff here. Let's put all staff fully trained, except the fact this isn't the most exciting of worded websites, but you get the idea. Trained to make great coffee. Select an image again, add to upload files, onto staff, drop that one there, select that, and there we go. There's our images inserted. Starting to come together very nicely. So back down to here, what we can then do is, this is your homepage tagline. So if we look beneath the feature, home featured 3, then we've got home tagline. So we can change that to whatever we want. So we put come and see us soon. Then the text here, we'll change the text here. So there's no need for us to do that. Or alternatively, if we didn't want this section, we could click hide that section. So as you see there, let's come back. Next one is home intro text, which is this one here. Section title here again puts a little about us and then some more information. and then home video is this one. Now, we're not going to go through that in this video because we'll do that on a separate one to show you how you can upload a video from YouTube onto here. So for now, we're going to hide that section, and we'll come back. And in fact, what we might as well do is hide that one as well, just to make it a bit tidier. So there we go. And then what we'll put is Home CTA. Now Home CTA is this section down here. It's Home CTA section. So if we come to here, we can change the same principle, anything we wanted to. So we'll put we have a great seating area and garden. This is a link here. As per before, if we wanted to link to another page in our website, then we would just write it there. So we would put, as you see, that appears here, and then whatever link we wanted to take it to on the web page, we'll do there. We'll cover, don't worry about this because we'll cover links on a separate video. Just for today's 5-minute setup, we're just showing you how you can set up a very simple and straightforward website. So that's CTA. Contact details are self-explanatory. They're here. We've got our details inserted automatically from our American programming setup, but you didn't obviously want to use that, so you would just change that on here. And then when we come down to the bottom here, contact form, this is where you would have a form which you can actually make sure that someone fills in and contacts you directly rather than just using email. It's a nice handy little contact form. Now we have a separate module on WebCreator. If you come out of it here into dashboard, you will see down the left hand side where it says formidable. But for today's video, I'm not actually going to use that. I'm just going to show you that in a separate video. So for now, what we will do is we will turn that off. Turn off contact form, make that disappear, and then come down finally, custom favicon. A favicon is a little image which actually goes in the search bar of your website. You've probably seen a lot of businesses have them, and you might want to do one of those yourselves, in which case you just upload it there and it will insert it into the search box accordingly. But for today, that's really it. I won't go through too many of the other features because they're a bit too complicated, menus and custom CSS and footer text and so on. You don't really need any of that. Footer text is fairly self-explanatory. But for now, we're just going to save and publish it. We're going to come out and we're going to have a look. And I think we can be quite pleased. For 5 minutes, that looks pretty special. And I'm sure yours will too. So thank you very much.